Hey everybody, Kirk here. Hey, listen, I hope everybody's week was as awesome as mine was. Really great week again. I just want to share with y'all kind of a recap of last week, prior to the show. The show was just a great experience. Met a lot of great people over there. I went against the grain this whole time with this prep of everything traditionally what I used to do. I was just basically, I don't hide nothing from anybody. I was obedient to the Holy Spirit, and I was instructed on exactly what to do, how much to do, and it worked out beautifully. And so anyway, I didn't, the norm is like, man, right after the show, boy, where we eating? We gonna get this. I'm gonna get pancakes, tons of syrup, and this and that and the other, M&M peanuts and everything, and did that for years. When I was competing in my younger years, my mom used to make me a homemade cheesecake with strawberries on top with about 2 pounds of M&M peanuts. And I would just so look forward to that, but I was just get down to a depleted state, did the carbohydrate roller coaster, the emotions and everything that goes along with it, And this time, the only thing that I did was I pulled back on my water. That's it. Everything, I ate the same thing, took in actually the same amount of sodium, same amount of carbohydrates, not as much protein, and not as much MCT oil, and I backfilled it with a little bit more complex carbs. And so just Friday was the same thing. Wasn't thirsty, wasn't hungry, wasn't craving anything. It was really, really just amazing. Saturday morning before prejudging, still did my same thing I do at home. I had a certain amount of water of ounces that I wrote down, that I documented, to where I have something to go on, and just to kind of reevaluate everything. And then prejudging went well, really well, and then on through the show. And then the next day, which is what it was Sunday, woke up the same way. It wasn't craving anything. Right after the show, I ate me, I had a container of chicken breast and some leftover jasmine rice. I ate that. And I did bring me about a half a gallon of almonds that I had roasted myself at home, and some Smucker's peanut butter. But that was the extent of it. That was the extent of it. And I got into my day, and I was doing the same thing. And we're on our way back, and we're going to stop off. I stopped at a grocery store before we got there and called Brandon and said, hey, look, I'm going to come to your house, man. I'm going to be cooking me some chicken, green beans, and rice. And so I did my regular routine that day as well and felt really, really good, And, and one aspect of it is, look, if you got an engine that's got a ton of horsepower in it, it's running clean. It's on point, man. It ain't lacking nothing. Good fuel. Everything's flowing. There's no deficiencies. Would you change it? Would you change anything? And that's the way I felt. I says, look, I'm not changing anything. I feel great, and this is just going to be a continuation, And, there's a lot of people asking, what's next and everything. But by next weekend, Angie and I've been praying about some things, and we're gonna make an announcement with that. But it's just, the journey is just, this is the first time ever that I've ever competed that the journey is continuing. It used to end at the show. That used to be the climax of everything, and then you went from here, all this motivation, all this drive, this meal prep, and just posing and just wanting to make everything as right as you possibly could, and you're here, and then by the time it's over, and you consume what you consume, which I did it, most of us do it, it puts you on another plane. It's like, man, I'm telling you, depression sets in, mood swings, and then that's carried out sometimes for a whole week. And then you're bloated, you're 25 pounds heavier than you were where for the show. So your mind is at a state where it's trying to figure things out. Your body is just totally, it's going everywhere because your emotions, the psychological effect of it, the physical effect of it. You're looking in the mirror training and you do not see what you've seen a week before. So it's like, man, okay, now, it's like you hit the high. Now you own that low and you want to get back medium to where I just want to get back training again to where I can see results again. So that's a whole nother journey, and I've did it year after year after year after year. And I'm just presenting this to all competitors, even everyday people in life, that people every day in life do this with the food that they're eating. And a lot of foods that people are eating has their mind, man. It has your mind. It has you physically just as well. It has you psychologically. That's what I'm crying out here. That's what I'm being the voice for that's coming out with this. Because I love people. I know the majority of people's motives and their intentions when they're in this arena of health and fitness. But yeah, we'll be making an announcement next week. We're still praying about things, but it's all good. And I love King David in the Bible. Before he defeated Goliath, he defeated a bear and a lion with his own hands. So the Goliath is out there, but there are preparations being made. I'm coming. But hey, look, drink some good water, eat some good food, man. Pull on a barbed wire, friends, get a little exercise. I'm going to see you on the next one.